We are Rare 5.0.
Hi, I'm John.
I'm Ellie.
I'm Michael.
I'm Amber.
I'm Ricky.
This is a wind turbine mod like us.
First of all, I'd like to take the time to welcome you and thank you very much for your time this afternoon. I'm Michael and I'm here with my fellow directors of Rare 5.0, and we're here to tell you why all the modern technologies you love today in 2037, including all the items that we've placed stickers on, would all be redundant without Rare 5.0. I hear you ask, what is Rare 5.0? Well, Rare 5.0 are the leading exporter of manufactured synthetic rare earth elements globally. It's been a long road to get where we are, but back in 2017, when we first came across the negative impacts of rare earth elements, we felt obligated to be a positive factor in the equation. It was too easy being a consumer, getting a new phone, a new TV, a new electric car, turning a blind eye to the lack of sustainability in the market of rare earth elements, not to mention the detrimental environmental impacts the mining of rare earth elements was having. To be completely honest, I'm not sure half the population even knew it was happening. Did you know it was happening? Of course you did. You read our report. It's been a long road to get where we are. Oh, sorry. Times are changing in Newcastle. Coal wasn't going to last forever, but the facilities that Newcastle offered were quite specific. Rare 5.0 thought that we could use the town's two best assets in its ports and its intellect to become a global leader in the export of a sustainable synthetic bulk commodity that the world needed. We started our journey talking to predominant users of naturally occurring rare earth elements to see if there'd be any negative towards producing a synthetic equivalent to what they were currently using. The feedback was very positive, especially from companies in the green technology space who were well aware of the negative impacts of the mining of rare earth elements were having. We spoke to a lot of leaders from a lot of different areas of expertise, and there was always a key factor they would bestow upon us: collaboration. Collaboration would go on to become a fundamental part of Rare 5.0's success as they form partnerships both locally and globally. So you're probably starting to wonder, what are rare earth elements? Well, in my personal opinion, they're the seeds of technology. But how about we take a quick look at this video to see just why they are so important.
Man, do you ever need rare earth elements? Okay, they are these elements that are used in all the stuff that we need in our daily lives. Take uranium, for instance. It's used in everything from medical imaging equipment to wind power turbines to skin cancer medication to cigarette lighters. And that's just one of 17 rare earth elements. Altogether, they make up critical bits of our LCD screens, our mobile phones, our computers, and our sources of renewable energy. Right now, China provides about 95% of all of our rare earth elements, and they've been sending out a message for the last few years. Dudes, we've got to ease up. One reason is that demand is skyrocketing. We need 136,000 tons of this stuff per year right now, but in just 2 years, we're gonna need 185,000 tons. We're burning through our supply, and mining it as quickly as we need is kind of destroying China's environment. Now, fixing the problem is not as easy as developing alternatives. Ferrous magnets, that's, magnets made of mostly iron, are 10 times weaker than a neodymium magnet. So the tiny magnets that we put in our computers and phones, all those little tiny things that we meant to be small, would need to be 10 times bigger if we ran out of neodymium.
So apologies for the technical glitch, but he says it much better than I could. As we can see, rare earth elements are utilised in a wide range of applications. However, over the past 20 years, it's really been the clean energy sector that's driven demand up for rare earths. So wind turbines, solar panels, electric vehicles, both the batteries and the motors. We see here the world market for rare earths. We've seen a steady increase in demand in the last 20 years, and in particular we've seen a heavy kick in the last couple of years that we expect to continue. What's critical here though is mining production of rare earths has really not been able to keep up with the increase in demand, and predominantly that's due to increased environmental awareness and regulations on the mines. So, in particular in China, who for many years mined rare earths unsustainably, even though they've cracked down on the environmental processes for mining rare earths. So in 2017, we realised that there was an issue. So Ellie, what did we do about it?
I'm glad you asked. Thanks, Ricky. We've witnessed the world change significantly since 2017. The world population has grown to 8.9 billion, with 60% of us living in cities. We are in the midst of a battery revolution, where living off the grid is more affordable and environmentally friendly as ever. World sales of electric vehicles have exceeded 18 million, and we've seen driverless transport become a reality. 3D printers are as common as microwaves were back in 2017. Remember those days when we had to go down to the shop and buy our everyday items from retail stores opposed to just printing them at home? How inconvenient. The average number of connected devices per person is 6 million, and the global number of connected devices exceeds 140 billion. So basically, the world relies on technology, and technology relies on rare earth elements. What hasn't changed since Rare 5.0's inception back in 2017 is our why. Leadership expert Simon Sinek once said, "People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it." And it's our why that has driven Rare 5.0's success to become a global leader in the waste to resources export market. We love our city, our world, and its continual involvement. And when we came together through the HunterNet Future Leaders program in 2017, we realised a shared desire to preserve this for our future generations. And despite an ongoing global movement towards green energy and resources, consumerism reigns supreme, and continual innovation and reliance on technology put demand on our natural resources. We learned of the concerns relating specifically to rare earth elements, and we had many questions. Were they going to run out? What impact was that going to have on the evolvement of smart technology? And also, how can we justify the devastating environmental effects of mining rare earth elements just to keep up with our ever-increasing global demand? And finally, what can we do about this? Our why inspired our mission, vision, and values. So in 2017, Rare 5.0 was formed with a mission to create sustainable and environmentally friendly alternatives to mining rare earth elements that will allow technology to continuously evolve. Our vision: to remain based in Newcastle, we will be the global leader in the research, development and export of high quality synthetic rare earth elements. And now, 20 years on, you'll soon learn that we've had great success towards this. From the very beginning, however, our values have and continue to guide the way that we conduct business. We are green collar. We genuinely care about the environment and improving its quality. We continuously seek sustainable solutions to global business needs. We play our part in global waste eradication through means of repurposing and industrial upcycling, and John will touch on this shortly in how we support a circular economy. We play our part in global waste eradication. We've just touched on that. We contribute to a green collar economy, creating jobs suited to our traditional Novocastrian blue collar workforce, including engineering, manufacturing and servicing of green technologies. We care about people. We understand that ourselves alone cannot achieve our mission and vision. We collaborate with our government, our industry, educational and research partners to create win-win solutions. And Amber's going to elaborate on how our key collaborators have played such an important part in our journey today. We embrace Industry 5.0, reintroducing the human element, and seeing man and machine operate as one connected workforce as advanced manufacturing grows. And we conduct business with a humanitarian benefit in mind, mitigating harmful risks that are associated with mining rare earth elements. And finally, we represent Newcastle. And Ricky will confidently address any why Newcastle questions later. But in short, Newcastle's local strengths are the building blocks to our global success. Our skilled workforce, infrastructure, research and educational capabilities, our standing as a global innovation hub, as well as the simple fact that Newcastle is a beautiful city that is an attractive place to live, offers us competitive advantage and supports achievement of our mission and vision. In summary, we love what we do because of why we do it. And next, you'll see one of the devastating reasons that initially sparked our why.
No one cares about the people, whether they live or die, not to mention the pollution.
So I've seen the footage. If I could just add one more fact about rare earth mining in China. In 2017, estimates show that around 20,000 tonnes of rare earth elements were illegally mined from off-the-grid mines in China. None of these illegal mines had any environmental safeguards in place. This affected the health of many workers as well as destroying the surrounding environment. Speaking on behalf of the REF 5.0 team, we find those stats and footage very disturbing. Judges, you must agree that the mining process is unacceptable. Now let me tell you why RARE 5.0 provides environmental sustainability for the future of this industry. In 2017, our team identified the negative environmental impacts rare earth mining was having throughout the globe, particularly in China and America. We saw this as an opportunity to design a manufacturing process that eliminated the need for mining altogether. We do this through a modernised process that repurposes waste materials to produce rare earth elements. Now, any waste deemed unusable in the production of our rare earth elements is then transported to other manufacturing facilities for further reuse. This is a key step in our production line. As we know, driving a circular economy is fundamental to laying a platform for a greener future. At RARE 5.0, we're committed to all things green collar. This includes preventing pollution and the generation of waste, conducting regular training programs within schooling systems that educate and nurture our youth on greener technologies, proactive engagement with communities on the importance of recycling, ensuring our environmental objectives and targets are current and they're being met, systematically reviewing and auditing our environmental systems and processes, promoting circular economy principles. These commitments are only a starting block as we evolve and search for new ways to change the world of recycling and manufacturing. So please, if I can leave you with one last thought, imagine a world where we have an abundance of clean air, water and soil, where everything we manufacture is designed to be regenerated and renewable. This is the beginning and this is the future led by RARE 5.0. Now Amber, question to you. Passion for our Earth alone has not got us where we are today. Collaboration is key to future success on the global stage. Do you agree?
I do agree, John. Thank you. Thank you for being so passionate about our environment and reminding us about why we're doing what we do. So our dynamic team met over 20 years ago and realised a shared passion for Newcastle, innovation and global sustainability. Haven't we all aged extremely well? Newcastle is strategically positioned at the intersection of manufacturing, education, business and innovation. Our partnerships took many scales and paths to lead us to where we are today. To achieve our goals, collaboration was key. Tony, as you know, the power of many is crucial to success in Newcastle and the Hunter region. HunterNet provided key networking opportunities and were the catalyst for key partnerships that enabled investment and support. Partnerships that we had not even predicted were formed when we approached organisations, including Tesla, Apple and SpaceX, to see if our synthetic rare earth elements was a viable option for the future of their technologies. We also work with all levels of Australian government towards some common goals, including improving the performance of the New South Wales economy, driving economic growth in regional New South Wales, strengthening the New South Wales skill base, and of course protecting our natural environment. But our partnerships with research institutions were the true catalyst for what we achieved. The most important relationship from day dot to today and ongoing is our partnership with the Newcastle Institute of Energy and Resources and the Newcastle University Newcastle of Warn Wollongong and University of New South Wales alliance. We welcome Professor Vina here today, who has been instrumental in redefining the waste to resources sector across the globe. So with research and education giving us the skills we needed, we recognise the importance of giving back to our education for future generations. RARE 5.0 supported STEM subjects at our local schools, encouraging our young people to explore waste to resources innovation. We also endeavour to attract our workforce straight out of secondary school into our workforce, and we offer opportunities for flexibility to complete tertiary education in conjunction with employment, including apprenticeships and PhD research. We also partner with Hunter TAFE to provide mechatronic maintenance apprenticeships. These are key to our operation of our plant. So this integrated education and skills approach supports a workforce who is continually able to adapt to change. We also wanted to ensure our locals stayed local by providing ongoing education and training and utilising our highly skilled and resilient workforce. Kerry, Safety Works were and still are a key enabler for our workforces. RARE 5.0 would not be a world-class facility with well-supported, considered and safe staff without Safety Works. So key to our success is maintaining a broad range of local partnerships. The Hunter region is home to world-renowned advanced manufacturing leader, Headweld Engineering. We welcome Ian Headley here today. Headweld are the go-to guys for automated plant and instrumental in the growth of advanced manufacturing industry. Thanks to you, Ian, for igniting RARE 5.0's passion for the advanced manufacturing sector. You must be proud of what your company has become and how crucial it has been in the success of advanced manufacturing in Australia and globally. Now, Peter, you were key to bringing SpaceX to Newcastle. Congratulations. 2017, the dream of an international airport was only just being realised. Yet here we are today, the first spaceport in Australia. So our partnerships enabled us to balance large-scale impact while also taking these risks. Our partners and collaborators all have a passion for Newcastle. Ricky, would you mind answering that age-old question? So why Newcastle?
Yeah, thanks, Amber. It's a question, I think, that if we had $1 for every time we've been asked that in the last 20 years, we'd probably all be retired by now. But in asking that, why would you set up manufacturing and export in Newcastle? People are really negating the natural advantages that Newcastle has to offer. So when we set up 20 years ago our site, we picked a site in Mayfield, a former BHP site. It takes advantages of a lot of those natural advantages that Newcastle has to offer. So for a manufacturing and export business, the Deepwater Port, adjacent to the site, right next to the Newcastle Container Terminal where we get a lot of our product goes out. The site has got existing rail links right onto the site, and as others have mentioned, we've got a skilled local workforce that live close to the site. Our site facilities, strategically we picked a site that was big enough to house all of our operations. So we've got our research laboratory, our pilot plant, obviously our manufacturing facility. We've also got space to expand our manufacturing and also to diversify. Obviously, setting up manufacturing in Australia has some challenges, and we had to make sure that we were globally competitive. We've done that by setting up a fully automated production line. So essentially we're making sure that we're competitive on the global stage in terms of wages. Also a very safe plant, which is important. So the other way that we've ensured global competitiveness is through our continuous improvement. So it was very strategic that our research labs and our pilot plant are on the main site. It means that our research guys can very quickly develop our product, put it through the pilot plant, and we can get it into manufacturing very quickly. The other thing that we do that no one else in the globe does in this sector is customised material properties. So we're able to, for instance, if we've got a customer who's building wind turbines, we can modify the properties of our neodymium to give a good outcome for the customer. It's something that they've really jumped on board with, and it's something that no one else is doing. In terms of innovation, a few items that we've been able to innovate with. Obviously, our product is very different to traditional raw material exports like coal. It's 10 times the density, it's a very high value product. So what the old stockpile and conveyor system wasn't going to be good enough. What we've done is we containerise our exports. So because of the high density, containerise them up, it allows us to export through the container terminal. A lot of flexibility for our customers because anywhere you can send a shipping container, we can send our product. Other advantages for the local residents, as you can see, our site is surrounded by the Mayfield and Carrington communities. No dust off site. Big thing for the community expectations around our site. The other advantage for our customers is protection of the product. So rare earth elements are susceptible to oxidisation. By containerising it, we fully protect the product. Our customers get a good outcome at the end of the day. The other area that we've had to get innovative on is sourcing our raw materials. We bring a lot of our e-waste, which is an input into our production, in from overseas. Again, in terms of our values and the circular economy, we're able to utilise the containers that we export our product in. Our customers fill it with the e-waste that we require. It recirculates back to our facility. And the other area that we've been able to, make the economy circular is in regard to bulk carriers that have always come in empty to Newcastle to get coal. We're bringing our e-waste in those bulk carriers, so it saves a separate shipping trip. So we saw this graph a little bit earlier with the demand, and the world mining production. Here's where Rare 5.0 fits into the equation. The supply to demand imbalance in 2030 when we commenced production was a real opportunity for us. While mining couldn't keep up, essentially we plugged the gap between that supply to demand imbalance. And as you can see, in the ensuing 7 years, we've continued to grow, and we're positioning ourselves to continue to grow beyond 2037 and into the 2040s, where we expect to see electric vehicles really drive up that demand for rare earth elements. So that's a bit of a snapshot of where we are today. Michael, would you like to tell us where we're heading in the future?
Thanks, Rick. So, as you've heard from the team, Rare 5.0 has been an intellectual collaboration driven by the need to continue the progression of technology while having a positive environmental impact. Rare 5.0 currently manufacture 3 synthetic rare earth elements: neodymium, praseodymium and lanthanum. Our supply of these 3 products currently accounts for around 50% of the world's demand. As the world continues to live off the grid with batteries fueling most household appliances, including refrigerators and washing machines, demand for these synthetic rare earth elements is only going to skyrocket as the only sustainable option for these technologies. Rare 5.0 expects to export 250,000 tonne in the coming year 2038 at an average price of around $90,000 per tonne. Rare 5.0 expects income to exceed the $22 billion mark in the coming year. Pretty impressive for a company that employs 250 permanent staff between research and manufacturing and around 150 contractors. Rare 5.0 are continuing their research into other synthetic rare earth elements while also looking into the manufacture of synthetic minerals such as cobalt and lithium. If I can leave you with one fact to remember Rare 5.0 by: while ever we have the now in our hand, we must have the future in our mind. Thank you very much.